Console boy.
Well, Don Mancini's gay, so he's trying to make it more modern for the time. So the main dude's gonna be gay, and then they're bringing in new actors and old favorites and new weapons and shit like that.
I freaking hope this shit that's gonna be good. Oh, there we go. I messed up the first one trying to start this thing, but oh, it's working now. Everything's all fucking great and perfect and amazing. God damn it, I have no idea what to say. I just drank some coffee. It's so good, but good God, I really need this today. What is up, people?
Woo!
Woo!
Gonna get the shit later, yeah.
Yeah, dude. What is like? By the way, you've been a nurse or something too. Let me ask you. What is it about coffee that makes everybody want to shit all the time?
I have no idea. I haven't had the time to actually sit down and think about it, but
Yeah.
my body doesn't process it too well. I feel like it just goes right through me. So literally, after I have a cup of coffee,
Mm-hmm.
the moment I pee, my pee is so strong that the whole bathroom starts smelling like a fucking coffee rotisserie ass place. So whenever I have a coffee and I go pee, I make the whole bathroom smell like a Starbucks. So
Mm.
that's why I stay away from coffee.
I mean, that's not a bad smell, I guess. But the thing is, though, is I've noticed too. Have you ever had Golden Crisp cereal?
Uh, I'm looks like. What does it look like?
Let me see. I'm gonna show this. It's like a gold box or whatever with that one sugar bear dude on here or whatever. Um, this makes my pee smell for some reason.
Oh, golden coochies. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Oh my god, they do look like coochies. Holy shit, they do. I didn't think about that. Oh, that's a shit. I've been eating coochies my whole life and didn't know. I was destined for this life. Game Boy saying motherfucking bot accounts showing up on my stream like, hey, can I make you famous by having a paid amount of bot accounts? What? I don't know, man. Jesus, kind of weird. Ryan talking about chat more first, less than meets the eye. Hey, hold on. We're more than meets the eye. God damn it. Game Boy saying how's life going for me? No, it's going good, except for the idea of me having to shit my pants a little bit after drinking this coffee. Yeah. But no. So has anyone? So anybody outside your family have they smelled your shits and have they said, hey, by the way, this smells like a fucking coffee thing or whatever? It smells a little different.
It's not my shit. My shit comes out smoother when after I've had coffee, but my pee is just so potent with that coffee smell.
Really?
I
Okay.
yeah, I had my dad. I didn't realize that I just peed. So after I walk out, he walks in and he yells out, "Who the fuck spilled coffee in here?"
That's fucking awesome. Ryan saying, "What seems to be the trouble, teddies?" Oh God, like did you just yell my titties? What seems to be the trouble? I'm like, I didn't do nothing. Jesus. And I don't think that bear looks like good one at all. What do you think, Roxy? You think this bear over here in the Golden Crisp cereal does he look like good one?
A little bit in the eyes,
A little bit in the eyes, because it's all stone. Like just, hey man, what's up,
cause
man?
he's just so chill. Like, hey, yeah, I'm a pop a golden coochie right here. What's up?
But probably that stoner look, whatever. Like when you see Ganja, do you feel like he like? Because I always make that joke, like, oh look at him, he looks all fucking like whoa man, what's up, dude? But do you see him like that? Do you think he looks stoned all the time?
Yeah, but that's just his eyes. His eyes are just naturally squinty.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I never even caught like the lazy eye thing until you guys brought it up. I'm like, damn, you guys are fucked up. Like,
I do.
yeah, girls see that shit. Like, I don't know what's up with that. We all gotta like call motherfucker out so they
I
fucking
didn't even
chill.
notice it until he brought it up. I'm just like, okay, you shouldn't have told me that. Now, whenever he
Okay,
acts out of line, I might mention it.
this is how you catch him. Ask him something, and if he starts lying about it, his eyes gonna start drifting.
just, just goes sideways and shit. Gary
Mm-hmm.
saying, "Oh my fucking god, you guys!" What's going on, Gary? Make sure to let us know. I don't know if it has anything to do with Alan. Maybe he messaged you. Stop fucking making fun of me. I don't fuck birds. I don't know what it is. But here's the thing, though. Instead, I didn't notice it either, which is good on you, man. Good on you for not seeing people's flaws so fucking easily. But I'm gonna get this out of the way because I don't have a whole lot to talk about. To be honest, I'm just so sick to death of this particular fucking topic. The Snyder Cut. It's happening. 2021. HBO Max is gonna be happening. Are you just about sick of hearing about this fucking story, Roxy?
Yes, I don't give a fuck about this.
Yeah, I mean, dude, and here's the thing. Apparently, because I want to show you guys something. I actually have my Google Docs over here. That's how we do the show and everything. And this story right here, same thing from Screen Rant. Apparently, it's going to be a 4-hour movie or maybe even a potentially a TV show. What the fuck's up with that? A
Nope.
TV show? I don't want to see this fucking thing stretched far into episodic fucking television. Like, who the fuck wants to see that, especially on HBO Max? Like,
You know what I do? Because I've been a fan of the DC Universe for a very long time, and you don't understand just how important this is to me. This shows that we, as a consumer, have the power to be able to have these special cuts released.
God, I did that really good, and it's disgusting. Here's the thing, though. I'm looking at this. You know, the original trailer, I'll admit, you know, there's a part of me that was like, hey, you know, all these characters in one movie, you know, I'm a little bit hyped. It's fine. It's cool. But the thing is, though, it's like, there's only so much things that you can do that can make your cut different from the original cut. And, like, dude, like, is there going to be a version of this particular movie that doesn't have Aquaman over there in the red fucking sky just going like, yeah, you know, here we go, all that bullshit. Jason Momoa just acting like a fucking redneck the entire time, and you know, Steppenwolf doing his fucking thing. Like, I don't know, man. I don't feel like this is gonna be cool, and I don't even understand how you can even fix something like that because it is the movie. Like, you can't take the movie out of what it is. They didn't film two movies at once, for fuck's sake. Are you at all like optimistic about this at all, or what do you think they can do to actually make this a little bit different when the HBO Max version comes out?
Who are you asking?
You. I think everyone else is muted, and like Jet has some things going on in the background, and I don't know. Allie,
Just say my name, fool.
I'm sorry, Roxy. What you think about that movie on the HBO
I feel like
Max?
with the multiple cutting up, I feel like it's a bit more digestible for people to sit through.
Mm-hmm.
That way, it's not like just a kind of Titanic thing where you have to sit there and you can't miss any fucking thing at all. It makes it a bit more digestible, and if you expand it towards like a matter of days, maybe possibly weeks, you would garner that attention for a little bit longer than as opposed to if you release it all at once. It's a way of just extending it, honestly. Further milking and jacking off this Snyder cut.
Yeah, and then there's been some word too about this too that's really kind of frustrating to me as well. David Ayers is, I guess, somebody. I mean, and by the way, this is just an assumption. I read this right before we started the show, but David Ayers has talked about, or at least kind of given hints that he wants to do his own Suicide Squad cut, the Ayers cut. Dude, you cannot polish that fucking turd whatsoever. But I mean, I
You
feel
get
like
more beef.
you want some more beef? I got some beef with their fucking whatever the fuck. I don't know. It's stupid. I can't even make a joke because the fucking thing's so funny by itself. I can't even be funny about it. I mean, is this gonna give people another look at fucking Jared Leto? And it's like, oh, you know what? I take it back. Everything I said about Jared Leto and the Joker. He's way better than Joaquin Phoenix. Like, no, that's not gonna happen. That's being almost facetious and fake. And you're pretending to be optimistic about something that you know it's not gonna be like that.
It'll give Jared Leto a better chance to look at Jared Leto.
Yeah, pretty much, right? He's like, oh man, I'm so good, aren't I?
I wasn't in this movie long enough. You guys cut out too much of me. That way he can see more of himself and be happier with it. Like, there you go. See? More
Yeah.
screen time for you.
Yeah, and I gotta throw this over there to Allie. Allie, are you available to talk really quick? Because I want to get your opinion on this.
Hello.
Hello today. I gotta ask you though. This whole news about the Snyder cut and potentially a David Ayers cut of these two really shitty fucking movies. Are you optimistic about it? And I mean, what do you know about it, and what do you feel about it?
I just found this out literally earlier today that they were having a Snyder cut. So, yeah, that's how much I've been paying attention. But this ain't gonna make this movie into the Dark Knight.
Thank you.
It's like it's like gonna be the same quality. Like, it probably will be a little more like desaturated. Maybe we'll get a little bit more brooding. Maybe some like random music in it, you know, because that's what Zack Snyder likes to do. But like, it's not gonna make this any
Look at how
better.
stupid this
There's no
is.
way. These scenes, they're still written. They're still in the movie. They spent millions of dollars on these scenes that were in their final cut. They're still gonna be in there, and they're awful. Like,
Really, really
they're
bad.
Like, I mean, I think like there are some parts I liked, but it wasn't a lot, and like, yeah. Like, when it comes out, sure, I already paid for HBO, so I'm gonna keep the subscription. So I'll watch it, but I don't want this. Like, what's the point of putting it into like a quote unquote like mini series? Like, why are you gonna make it an episodic when the original cut was a movie? How are you gonna piece that together to make it like a TV show? That makes no sense. if you're gonna release it, just release a 4-hour movie and just get it done with. But I like, I just don't think there's gonna be. And David Ayer, that one. Okay, I hate Suicide Squad, like as a whole. So again, not gonna make the quality that much better. It might make it a teeny bit better because whoever edited that movie should be fired.
No, seriously,
Because,
it was like a music video
yeah,
or EMV or something. Like, it was
yeah. It was like they made like the trailer for the movie. They got the same people to edit the actual movie, and you can tell. And it's just weird editing decisions, like the whole like that one scene where Joker was like torturing Harley Quinn, like, and it was just like green and like blue random hues in the screen.
Oh,
You're
no,
like,
it's
what
pretty.
the heck?
No.
Yeah, so like that, I'm like, okay, if they change that, and it did feel a little choppy at times. Like I kind of maybe his cut might have been a little bit better paced, but again, you know, what's her freaking face? Enchantress? She's still the villain.
Oh yeah, that was fucking rough. That was terrible.
She's still gonna be popping and locking. So it doesn't really change. It's not gonna change the quality exponentially. And so like there's just honestly, I feel like with Batman v Superman, when they released that R-rated cut, like that made the film drag even more. So I can't imagine how a 4-hour Justice League movie with Zack Snyder the way he wanted it to be, if that movie dragged, can you imagine how Justice League is gonna drag? It's a whole other extra hour from Batman v Superman that we're getting. So y'all can do whatever you want. I mean, I never thought this would actually happen, to be honest. I thought it was just using some fans like, hey, we want the cut, but it's like Warner Brothers is gonna be like, yeah, y'all can screw off. But they actually, so many people were adamant about getting this made or actually like produced out. It actually happened. So like, I don't know if this is a good thing because it's like pick your battles.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, Beast Meat in chat saying give his man Snyder a chance, which I totally get that, Beast Meat. Which, by the way, I love that fucking name. That name is awesome. But yeah, it's just like there's only so much you can do, and it's like, yeah, man. Infinity Malin saying hello, hey there, how's it going, man? He's saying he'll watch it if it's shit or not, which that's the biggest thing. I think we're all gonna be watching it, but I just think that
who's all those people? It ain't gonna be me.
Actually, you don't even have to mute yourself. I don't even care this background noise. I want to get your opinion on this big time. People, there is some audience noise in the back, but I don't think it really matters too much. Jet, what do you feel about this, and how against are you if you've been watching this fucking HBO Max version of this movie?
I ain't watching 4 hours of fucking bullshit. I sat through that piece of fucking shit the first time. I'm not doing it again. I refuse. This was my most hated movie that came out that year. This automatically just made it be like, I'm not dealing with DC no more. I don't give two shits. I hate this movie's fucking pussy.
Damn, you hate this movie's pussy.
Wow.
Jesus Christ.
Hey, wait. This is a side note. Did y'all see that video of Ezra Miller choking a fan?
Yeah,
in
yeah.
Like a store.
Yeah, well, were they drunk or they like a bar or something? Yeah, God.
He was choking me after I told him he can't run.
Apparently this is a fan too, because yeah, here's the video right here. You know, he just like, she seems happy, and he's like, no, fuck you. Yeah, I don't know. Honestly, dude, he kind of looks like fucking Jared Leto for a second, so I was like, wait, did they get the guy's name wrong or something? What the hell? But yeah, man, I don't know what's going on with that. Hopefully, you know, people aren't like, oh, it was just a fan. It was just a joke. It's like, dude, you can't be choking people. Like, that's pretty obvious. Really
didn't
quick,
look like
though.
a joke.
People, will be right back. Corey's calling me. I'm actually going to put it on this particular screen right here. You won't be able to hear anything, but I will be back in a bit. Hold on, okay, so I muted you guys, because I when I see you guys muted, I don't know if you're all going to actually be there, so I just turned the whole fucking thing off. But anyways, yeah, Corey's going to be starting soon. I don't know why we still do that thing where he's like, hey, man, just so you know, I'm going to be starting soon. I'm like, I know, that's what pre-show.
I forgot my keys at home again. I gotta go home. I accidentally locked myself out of my house, and my wife's mad at me.
Yeah, that actually happened last week, people. But it was fucking hilarious, though. Just like I said, nothing's funnier than when Corey's actually pissed off about something and he's trying to like hold it in together to be like, no, I'm totally calm right now. I'm not mad at all. And it just kind of builds and builds up. Like, yeah, so I was at my house and then I forgot the fucking keys. But I mean, it's cool. Uh, so it is what it is. We'll be ending off soon. One thing I gotta bring up though, because I don't know how crazy this is. I mean, I'm just kind of expecting the most craziness because it obviously helps the show and helps the topic. But our boy Michael Bay might be doing something I think might be a little illegal, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, this guy, Michael Bay,
Make another Transformers movie?
that's not illegal. That's actually very legal and is actually a very awesome deed. If he was doing Transformers, you would be incorrect for that fucking statement. As well as the entire chat, because I know you guys want to talk shit about Transformers and Michael Bay, but you're all fucking wrong. You're very, very wrong. Hey there, Austin Nick, how you doing?
The virus is gonna have titties and some short shorts, ain't it?
Possibly, I don't know. I mean, it depends if he has enough money to do it, because apparently he's making a movie, a pandemic movie, in the middle of a lockdown, and this is actually happening in either Hollywood or Los Angeles, which is kind of insane to me, because as far as I know, you're not really allowed to do any kind of anything there. They even have these fucking rules where like you can go to the beach and you can't sunbathe, but you're allowed to fish. Like, that's how crazy Los Angeles has gone with all their fucking rules and everything. But really quick, I mean, first of all, Michael Bay doing the pandemic movie, do you feel like he's doing this to just make a fucking quick buck, Roxy, or do you feel like there's something else to this where maybe this could be cool?
It's Michael Bay. Just he made Transformers fun, so I'm expecting this to be fun, but there's probably going to be not too much logic to it. Like, think of it this way: the hazmat suits for women are just basically going to be clear. They're going to be wearing booty shorts, crop top, their titties just all out where you can almost see a nipple if you squint hard enough.
Mm-hmm.
And there's going to be explosions and American men being the hero once again. It's going to be entertaining. I mean, he's obviously trying to make some money right now. And who knows? It might be entertaining to watch. It's probably going to go viral since, hey, it's what we got right now. We're in the middle of a pandemic. We want to see a pandemic movie because we're kind of morbid like that. And it's Michael Bay, so I'm pretty sure we'll have fun with it.
Well, it was like the whole Contagion thing, where that was a big deal. You know what I mean? Like, people want to watch Contagion like a motherfucker. It's not like the movie's that good or anything, but they're like, oh, like, I'm dying. I want to see other people die. It's perfect. Let's go over there and check this out. But yeah, I'm looking at this, and like, yeah, by the way, the movie is called Songbird that he's going to be working on. I forgot who's going to be helping him out with the movie, but I think as questionable as it is to be working in Los Angeles with all these fucking rules and everything, there's been word that crews will prepare shots ahead of time and then vacate the area to allow actors to come in and film the scene afterwards. And then even with that said, there will not be any scenes filmed where characters have to act face to face. So for me, I'm just like, I'm trying to get ready for like this really weird movie with awkward editing and like terrible fucking angle placements, because if the actors are not there together at the same point, it's like, I mean, who else has done that, guys? Neil Breen and like other horrible fucking directors and producers and shit. So, I mean, do you feel like that's going to be an issue? Just the fact that, I mean, everyone's going to have to vacate the area. We can't have a full team making this movie at once, Roxy?
I am curious about how they're going to go about editing. Because I'm expecting a lot of awkward angles. Like, we'll get one angle from dude's crotch. We'll get one angle looking down some girl's shirt.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And like, I do want to see people interacting, obviously. I want it to feel natural. But I'm just wondering how they're going to go about it and if it's going to actually, like, work out in the long run.
Yeah, because if this works out, I mean, why not do this moving forward? I mean, you can save money and save time doing these after the pandemic is over. So, I mean, it's kind of a cool concept. And plus, too, being a minimalistic movie, like, sometimes Michael Bay gets lost in the sauce when he has all this fucking money and he's just, like, spending it on everything to be crazy and just fucking way out there. And a movie like this can actually hold him back, kind of like how Jason Blum is held back with his fucking like production costs. People have to be creative within his realm, within the Blumhouse Pictures movement. So I don't know, man. I mean, we'll see what happens. Yeah, Painting Game, Mauricio was talking about. That's a good example of something that he didn't spend too much money on and didn't lose his fucking mind with. The biggest
I
question
got a somewhat good example for people shooting like from a distance. It wasn't exactly a movie, but remember the Universal ride that we talked about last time?
Yeah,
The
yeah.
Twister ride? That's a good example of it, but then again, they hated each other, and
Yeah.
I mean, they made it work. It felt natural enough for what they were doing, so maybe it could work out.
Yeah, and then I've heard of situations like that too. I forgot who else. God damn. I can't remember. Maybe I'll edit it in here when I do the highlight video. But like, there's been other really big actors and actresses that couldn't get along. Oh, Jennifer Lopez and somebody. That's what it was. So Jennifer Lopez and I think the guy who plays James Bond or something. Fuck. Oh well. But
Does she really like anybody? Let's be honest.
it's not even about her liking people. People don't like her because she's such a fucking brat and is such a.
She doesn't have any talent, anyways. Did y'all forget that most of her songs, if not all of her fucking songs from way early back in the day, are stolen vocals?
Wait,
That's
they
not
are?
her singing. Yes, it's
I
all a
did not
bunch
know
of
this.
different women singing.
Oh wow! I really did not know that. Because that's one of the things I used to defend her on. I'm like, I don't like her acting, I don't like her personality, but talent is talent. It's like, well, if she's not talented, then what the fuck is she? You know
More
what
of
I
her
mean?
strength is like in dancing and like coordinating dance routines. That's more of her wheelhouse. Like she's a great performer in that aspect because she does have a background in background dancing and shit like that. But when it comes to singing, no, it's
Well,
just not good. It's
Well,
basic as fucking you can imagine.
did Hustlers?
yeah, her
redeem
voice
her?
is not unique, but she was great in Hustlers.
That's what I was about to ask. Okay, because I
That
know
was
you
like
both saw Hustlers.
that's the only movie I've seen where she's acting that she was actually really good.
Is it because she's
Yep.
playing herself, basically, or because?
Yeah,
Not
pretty
really
much.
herself, not I don't know though. I don't really know her personality. Like I don't really watch her that much in interviews, so I can't really say I don't know.
Go to Miami. More specifically, go to the Aventura Mall and you'll see a bunch of people that try to emulate her.
Nope,
She has the same personality and consistency as a fucking cardboard cutout.
Yeah, which is unfortunate. Because I mean, that's the thing I get from watching her is like, man, you're every stereotype that I expect rich women to be, and that's shitty on my part. I shouldn't be expecting that or like thinking that like prefaced in my head. But she acts like a diva. You know what I mean? I think there's a lot of girls that probably see her and see how she carries herself and says, hey, I'm gonna be like that. But anyways, like about any of these things, my biggest thing about this, because like let's say Hustlers kind of redeemed her, because you and Allie both agree that she was actually okay in that movie. Do you think this pandemic movie is going to redeem Michael Bay a little bit
Redeem him from what?
from just being a shitty director? Because well, everyone says he's shitty. I don't think he's shitty, by the way. Like I'll straight up put it out there. I think he's okay.
Not fully like he has talent. He just puts it in the wrong things.
He's the
You know,
titty go boom guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I mean like it does take a certain amount of skill for like all the explosions and stuff like that. And like again, like he's made decent movies, but he's not gonna make anything that's gonna win an Oscar anytime soon. So I mean, like he's not the worst director out there because it does take a good level and skill and coordination or direction to make action movies. But so like because there's been people that have done it as terrible. So like I can't say that he's not talented, but he could put that talent towards maybe focusing more on a good script writer or something, or not putting emphasis on like women's bodies. Like
Or not putting an age on them that's always like near the edge of illegal.
yeah.
No, probably help out a little bit.
Yeesh.
Yeah, man. So I don't know. I mean, like I said, I think that there's a part of me, a little biasness, whatever, because like you're speaking truths and everything, Allie, and you too, Roxy. But I love this guy. I love Transformers, man. I love shit going boom, boom.
Well, yeah, because he has a way of like
I don't know, man. I don't know, man. Like
he's got a way of like submerging you, like feeling that you're there when it comes to the action, to be able to direct like explosions and like to get your heart pumping and heart racing. Like that's a knack, that's a talent, absolutely. That's his wheelhouse. But when it comes to everything else, he needs some other people to step in and kind of perk that up.
yeah, I don't know if he's a great guy in general either. No, he ruined Megan Fox's career because she's one of the first people that spoke out about like, hey, this dude is like doing like he's shooting me inappropriately and I don't find it comfortable, and everyone was just like, shut up, it's Megan Fox, who cares? And because she said that, she got fired from the franchise and pretty much blacklisted.
Jesus
like
Christ.
she's doing okay for herself, but it's like she hasn't been able to really get any good roles, if you noticed, or anything afterwards. Like Jennifer's Body really was like the last well-known role that she did. I watched an interview about like with her that came out not too long ago, and she was talking about that. At the time, no one took her seriously when she said all this stuff.
Because there wasn't a Me Too movement at the time or anything.
Yeah, it was before Me Too movement. So, people look at her and they're like, oh, whatever, she's just a pretty face or whatever. But it's like, she deserves the same amount of respect as anyone else does.
Yeah, no, that's true. Because, and by the way, there was a time where I was very, very stupid, and I'd be like, well, I didn't like her in the movie, so fuck her, man. But, I'm trying to, okay, take everything away from any kind of dislike I have for her or acting. That is wrong at the end of the day.
You still kind of do that sometimes.
I know.
Not specifically with Megan Fox, but with
Roxy,
other
I'm trying to change. I'm trying to change.
That's why Mom don't like you.
What are you saying, Chad?
You ain't trying to change.
I am. I'm looking at Michael Bay right now, and I'm like, that guy, that's a bad guy right there.
You were just saying, oh, this guy is great a minute ago.
Fucked up, right? Shit.
Long ass forehead.
Okay, maybe what you were trying to say was that you like his work, but you don't like the guy that much? Maybe?
I mean, I'm going to take that and say absolutely. That's exactly what I meant. Thank you.
Defend you. We'll say that to make you look better, that you don't like the guy, but you like his work. Just like Alfred Hitchcock.
Yeah, oh, you're right. There's a lot of shit with him. Man. Damn.
He was terrible.
Dude, okay, honestly, okay, this is going to be the last shitty thing I swear to God I'll say. A little bit of what he did to that girl with the birds is kind of funny.
That's fucked up.
It's a little
Nah,
funny.
Man. That's not funny at all. He literally had birds attack her. She genuinely got hurt on the set.
I'm just thinking, she's running away
behind the scenes.
There's somebody in this community that you could ask that would absolutely agree on everything that Alfred Hitchcock and all of Golden Hollywood has done.
That's true. Yeah, I mean, might start with a J. I don't know.
It might start with a C.
Oh, you're right. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
No, but it's just I'm thinking of this guy. Look how sassy Alfred Hitchcock looks. I'm gonna send this fucking bird after you. Over here, go get that bitch.
I kind of see Alan in that.
What's up?
I kind of see Alan in this picture.
Yeah, right? Because that's how fucking Alan always chills on, or the birds always chill on.
Y'all are going to give Alan ideas to start training birds to attack people.
I know, right?
Starting with Gary.
Alan's going to be like, I saw you talking shit. Just all these fucking birds come after me and shit.
Who do I still fuck birds now?
Yes, you do. Nah! Also saying, oh, Ryan, I was going to message you today. Oh, okay, I thought it was about me or whatever. I'm not Ryan. But look at yeah, you're right though, Allie. I completely forgot about all this shit, and it is fucked up. I'm making jokes, but yeah, that's awful what he did to that girl. We just every picture of her screaming with birds on her, I can't help but kind of smile a little bit. I mean, it's authentic, right? It's scary. They got the point across.
Oh, it's authentic, all right.
Anyways, yeah, no, Hollywood's fucked up, and apparently still is to this day with Michael Bay. Because at the same time, to defend you and Roxy and Jet, he's literally doing a pandemic movie in the middle of lockdown, not giving a fuck about the rules and everything. And I'm like, is this illegal? Should he get in trouble for this, or am I just kind of over exaggerating a little bit? I'll ask you, Jet.
With how things are going now, and with how they're trying to open everything back up, he probably won't get in trouble.
Yeah, that's what I'm probably thinking too. Because lots of places are doing it now, and even Los Angeles did this thing where they give you a number and you're supposed to snitch people out that are doing that, and people are still doing it, so it doesn't really matter. But Roxy, do you think I'm exaggerating a little bit with this being kind of an illegal thing? Maybe she get in trouble for it?
I mean, basically, like Jet mentioned, everything's opening up, so he's doing it on the tail ends of the whole we should be taking this seriously, lockdown mode on every single thing. Well, because capitalism's fucking stupid and it sucks. He's on the tail end of it, then everything's opening up, so he could just use a boatload of excuses as to why he couldn't get in trouble. Or at least big legal trouble. I feel like the most he'll get is a fine. And they're like, oh, hey, it's the Go Boom Boom guy. Just pay this small ticket and you'll be okay.
Yeah, exactly. Even a $50,000 ticket would be fucking nothing to him. But Allie, how about you? I'm gonna have you had the last word on this. Do you think I'm exaggerating a little bit as far as this guy breaking the law?
It's I could see it being a problem if they aren't social distancing on the sets.
Mm-hmm.
I think if they're implementing not having a lot of density when they're shooting and keeping people away from each other, then I don't think he'll get in trouble exactly like, you know, because stuff's opening up. Still think it's risky just because things are opening up and then the infection count is kind of going back up again.
Yeah, the
So you
second
just
wave
gotta
is
kind of
officially
be
happening. China.
kind of be careful.
Yeah, China. So there's some news that came out this morning about China. They straight up have a second wave. Like they had things open and everything was cool, and now today it was like, oh no, back to some bullshit. So, yeah, guys, go to the store, get what you need, and go ahead and do the panic shit you did earlier. Because we ain't gonna be okay for a while. It's pretty fucked up. That's one thing. Jet was saying that, like, not to get like serious and get off topic because we are about to leave, but like Jet said this a while back. It was like, as soon as this shit starts, she's like, it's gonna be a second wave. It's gonna be terrible. And my God, it like literally, she was right on the money. It's literally happening. We're not even fucking June yet. It's fucking crazy. But anyways, with that said, we're gonna get the fuck out of here. Roxy, why don't you tell people where to find you and Ganja Guru and tell them about that thing that you're on.
Well, you can find my baby at the Metropolis. He's sleeping right now, poor thing. But he's on there with Matt and Cedric and Boo Boo Man Alan, where they do a bunch of shows and shit. And hopefully, if everything works out, Garrett and I are doing a playthrough of Tonight We Riot.
Yep.
Where we just talk about how I came into politics, how I'm still kind of figuring things out. He throws some history in there. We play some games. And depending on how you guys handle it or how you guys like it, we might make another one and we'll go from there. And you can find my baby on Facebook, Garrett Smith. You can find me on Facebook as Roxanne Flores. You can also find me on Twitter and Instagram at Hochata. You're welcome.
Hochata. With that said, guys, thank you all for chilling with us so long. And really appreciate it. We did a highlight video today. You guys can share that if you want to. You know, it helps us out big time. Tell us what you thought. Even if you gotta talk shit to me, I'm cool with it. Do it. It helps me out so very much. Peace. We'll see you tomorrow. That's all I got. Hochata. You should have had another A at the end of Hochata, by the way. You only have 2 fucking A's. Like everyone knows.
Well, I have 3 A's on the rest of my stuff, just not on Twitch.
Why not?
I don't know, because I would figure it might be taken. So let me just take back 1 more A.
Beep boop, beep boop. What the fuck is that?
Beep boop, beep boop.
Beep boop, beep beep boop boop.
Release the second Snyder cut.